Hello everyone, welcome to Project X channel. Today we'll be doing remote control door lock. As a starter, let's have a look at what are the items that we'll be needing for this project. First of all, we'll be in need of motor and a wheel, as well as the radio control car, which you can get from any toy store, a string, a tiny spring, a wood, and last but not least, we'll be in need of the door lock itself attached to your door. To begin with, we will take out the wheel, the middle part, as is the connected part to the motor. We do not need the wheel itself, so we will just take it out. We will be drilling a hole right in the middle, as later we'll be need to insert a string to pull the lock. After that, I'll be using hot glue gun to glue the motor onto the wood. Now let's start disassembling the remote control car. We will first begin by taking off all the cover. And we will begin cutting the power line, as well as disconnecting the front motor and then the back motor. We will first open the front motor. After we successfully open it, we'll be cutting it off. Then we'll do the same for the back motor. We'll open up the motor side, and after that we'll be cutting it off. The reason why we're doing this is because we do not need the front motor or the back motor. All we need is the battery pack. Once you are done, you will be pretty much left with the chip itself and the battery pack. Next up, we will get spare wire and extend the battery box wire. Then we will begin to stick the battery box onto the wood stick along with the motor by, of course, using the hot glue gun. Next up, we will be attaching the chip onto the battery box cover so that all of them will stay together on one place. Now we are going to start attaching back the wire, the battery wire, along with the chip wire to power it up. Once we are done with that, the next thing we're gonna do is going to put the battery back into the place, cover it up. Then afterward, we can just stick back the motor into the chip. Once we are done with that, I think we can do a little bit of test run. So I can just activate the controller and see whether the motor is rolling or not. Now we can start our installation with the locker into our lock. So the first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna start with our spring. Whenever the motor pulls, we need something to pull it back. So I'm going to attach the string first. And before I do so, I'm going to take out this little knot from the lock itself so that I can put in the spring. Once we insert the spring with the lock, we should get some kind of effect like this. Whenever the lock is pulled open, the spring will pull it back to close it. The next thing that we're going to do is, of course, we're going to screw the other end of the spring onto the door itself. Now we're going to install the locker right behind the lock itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill through my door. By the way, I have put the motor right at the back of the lock so that it will be easier to pull the locker later onward. Now we are ready to start putting the string onto the motor attached to the locker. Once we are done with that, we have finally made the remote control door lock by just unlocking or locking using this remote control. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I wish to see all of you on the next video.